This video is sponsored by Christoph Frey. For excellent low poly hard games, check the link in the description below for some of his works. What's up, y'all? Boogie Knight here, and welcome back to Through the Woods. Thank y'all so much for continuing to join me on this journey. Hope everyone is enjoying it as much as I am. I know, who would have thought of doing 2 episodes of Through the Woods back to back? Before I do anything like that, though, I do want to apologize. My voice does not sound as strong as it usually does. It's a really rough day. My voice is pretty sore and shot. Didn't sleep a wink last night, but I'm too tired to even do the Lloyd voice. That'll tell you something right there. But I got back, and I wanted to record something. And after playing this the other day, I really wanted to get back and see what things happened with the Madam and her continued search for Espen. Anyway, so when we last left off our main character, she was able to traverse through some other areas, kind of almost like through this door here, I think. It's kind of creepy. Looks like another troll or goblin. Escaping from 2 wolves, and now we're at another ruined village. Now, the thing is that in the last episode, which I recommend you guys checking out before I say anything more going forward, you have been warned, so I'm going to read this note first, and then we're going to go into spoilers. The Veiled Lady from the Herd. Where the Witch in the Mire? Crone's vile magic brings visions of terrible deeds from the dark past, forces ye to watch them relived. Beguiled folks wade into the fen and near return. If you hear a lovely crooning, there be no shame in turning back. Where the Veiled Hag? Alright, so.
A witch in the mire? Jesus Christ, you can't be serious.
Sorry to disappoint, madam. So, anyways, so when the last episode, we happened upon Old Eric, and by the way, I do have a little piece of lore for on the name Old Eric, had kind of explained the situation to Espen, and Espen actually accepted the role of sacrificing himself to Fenrir. And we also got a little more backstory. Put in there. Walk around the back. On why Old Eric was doing what he did. It seems the fact that this is an alternative universe after Ragnarok, and rather than Vidar killing Fenrir, probably after Fenrir killed Odin. Good Lord Almighty. Okay, I think we probably just have to drop up that way, but I do want to see if there's any other... What the hell's going on out there? Let's see, there's... Something's going on outside. I don't know if y'all can hear that. Or if y'all care. Sorry, once again, like I said, it's just not in the greatest of moods. But let's focus on this game, because I really have gotten roped back in the story. Anyways, so Old Eric, from what I've gathered, the title of that... Now, while there is no significant actual devil in Scandinavian lore, Old Eric is kind of a pseudonym for the devil. Just drop out here. Well, that can't be good. Okay, so that was a scripted event. So, I do find that interesting, that there's another little piece just for the name Old Eric, even though, I mean, Eric is kind of a standard Scandinavian name from what I've gathered. Anything over here? I mean, I could be wrong, but I mean, the last name Anderson, it's a pretty Norwegian name, and I think this, I forget if this takes, I think this takes place in Norway. It could be Sweden, I could be wrong. But once again, hopefully you guys are enjoying it at the same time as me. So, we escaped from the tunnels, and now we are in our exploration part, and probably about to run from a witch. Bjorn, from Villager Tales. 'Tis a sad thing about Bjorn's daughter, but he gave her to Eric bravely, and we was all proud of him. I saw him staring into the mire, as if he had a mind to wander there again. We saw the light of Eric's torch returning from Vargfjeld, I'm guessing that's how you say it, in the dim light this morn, save for another handful of years. Sent out our sorrows to him and Bjorn both. Keep the flashlight on. I wonder if we're gonna get any more past backstories on Madam, just to kind of see what's went on with her and Espen and her mysterious ex. I mean, it does talk about the Witch of the Mire causing people to relive tales, so I don't know if this is going to be like the trolls or the Huldra that we had to evade, or if this is going to be scripted.
The mire was terrifying. The thought place made my bones cold. I missed him. The marsh sucked all the emotion out of me. I was haunted, hounded by a hopelessness I didn't understand. I forgot Espen's face. I forgot my own. I sometimes wish I could forget it all again.
That doesn't sound too good. Okay, I might be just a little bit quiet because it says if we hear a crooning, that's when we need to turn back. And we... Good Lord Almighty, look at this place. Okay, so we see a checkpoint. We know we're getting into a danger zone. Oh, wow, look at this. One of the things, once again, that never gets tired about this story is the graphics. Absolute amazing. I cannot get over this. I mean, once again, I think that most of the facial sprites, or sprites in general, are probably borrowed Unity assets, because this is running on Unity, but just between the clouds, the sky, the flashlight, I mean, I'm pretty sure... Let's turn this off for a second. Just want to get another glimpse of Madam's face. But I mean, there even is still a level of detail from the hat, the way she moves her lips. Antagonist really did a good job with it. I mean, I don't know, once again, if this is Antagonist's first game, but if that's the case, I really want to see what they're going to put out in the future. I really am enjoying this. Bugs... Once again, I don't know if the bugs are... VW. Are because of my computer or OBS. There could be a myriad of things. I just... Once again, I'd rather not it turn into another case of, more houses over there. Yeah, let's go over here really quickly. Of Home Sweet Home where I didn't finish it. But we'll see what happens. I mean, we're so far along right now, I don't think this is going to be too much of a problem. If I'll just have to backtrack again, but that's okay. Look at this place. Good God. That low rumbling ambiance in the background is just, it adds to the creep factor. I wonder if dawn is really going to happen, or if we're just going to continue walking through darkness. Let's... Draugr? I'm guessing that's a Draugr. Go just loop around. That'd be grand. Down in the mire. Nights are the worst down here on the mire. The breeze carries strange cries and the fog hides me from the other village folk above. Makes keeping the lanterns lit and the paths safe lonely work. Luckily, the Racker takes care of most of it. Ooh, is that what that creature is? Some mornings I find the little piles of bones outside the front door leading down into the water. I heard tales of the crooning hag, but I never have seen her. They say she only appears to those who bear a heavy guilt, but the Draugr, there we go, them I seen. They float near the surface of the lake sometimes. They scream silently. When I look away, they vanish, but the stench remains long after. Most say they are victims of the veiled witch. Those she lures into the bog with her hymns, I say not. I say they're just a reflection, and we are already down there among them. It's a very Lord of the Rings-ish comment. Is there anything here? Okay. Oh, there's the Draugr. So... Yeesh. See, somebody's been borrowing sound effects from Skyrim. I'm just joking. At least there's an easy way to evade the... I think we're okay. Ooh, where are you? Oh, there's another one. Let's go over here, shall we? Ooh. just gonna go ahead and... I'm fairly certain these Draugr are... That ain't good. These Draugr are not terribly dangerous. Just keep to the path. Should be okay. Bloody hell. Onto the lakeside, maybe? I feel like I'm running from the trolls again. Nope, and that's a corner. Just keep our wits about us, say. There we go. Aha. Come on. There you go, Vargfield. Yeah, that's the way we need to go. I mean, we could go exploring a little bit more over there, but it's so hard to tell when you gotta get into... Ooh. I'm guessing we need to go down there, but... Holy crow. Are those teeth? You know what? Why not? Into the jaws of the serpent we go. I feel like we're going into... You know, that could be what that face was. That could have been Jormungandr. Oh, yeah. Definitely in the Veiled Witch's territory.
Human, help me.
Holy shit. Hello?
Human, I have waited. My
What?
mistress.
I think we're officially tripping. That's not...
Jesus. What are you? How are you still alive? There's nothing left of you.
I am Garm, guardian of the gates, guardian of hell, the veiled lady.
Hell.
I was those things. Too old, too weak, unimportant. Help me.
The veiled lady is Hale? Are you really saying Hale is out here somewhere? I don't know how I can help you.
End my suffering, my despair.
And Garm?
You want me to kill you? I can't do that.
The rock above, the spire. Bring it down upon me. Please.
Oh, God. Really a mercy killing. Okay, we gotta... Hang on. So we really are into hell. Okay, so we probably have to go around the corner, and then, okay, we probably have to go the other way. This game is fairly linear. There's backtracking is usually set aside for lore. Now, I don't know a lot about Garm, if at all. I mean, I had a feeling. I mean, oh, there we. Whoa. So the Veiled Lady is hell. Of course, it could just be swamp gas. Oh boy.
Thank you, God.
Yeah. Achievement unlocked. Good dog. Dude.
Poor creature.
Then again, I don't even know which dimension we're in at this point. I mean, I suppose we could go back and deal with the Draugr, but I feel like if we just follow the path, that's going to loop back and around regardless, and this is probably a side quest that we could do. I mean, we did see a vision of hell. I don't know if that's our next threat. We'll find out. Let's just stay frosty. There she is. Look at all... Are those statues or minions up there? I see you, hell. Also, I don't pretend that... I don't pretend to say...
The witch.
Sorry, I bumped the mic. I don't pretend to say these things authentically with a true accent. I'm saying it mostly with a German accent. I think this is scripted.
Mom! Hey, Mom, I want this one.
Oh.
You have one just like it at home, Espen. Come on.
Mom! I want it!
Listen to your mother now, Espen.
Espen, you're not having it. Let's go.
But I want it, Mom!
No. Come here.
Mom! Oh!
Jesus, what did you do?
Espen, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Espen.
No. Please. Why are you doing this? I didn't mean it.
Oh, God. What happened here? Madam, did you hurt Espen?
You have to tell them what happened.
No. For God's sake. If we tell them what I did, I'll lose the firm. They'll take Espen away.
We have to. It's the right thing to do.
Please don't say anything. It was an accident. I didn't mean it.
I know. It just feels wrong.
Yes, but we'll get through it. Let's just get through it together. Okay? I love you.
Please stop. Please. I didn't mean it. Don't show me anymore.
If this is hell, madam, we're going deeper. And this would explain things about Espen and his behavior.
You wanna what?
A divorce, goddammit.
What?
I want a divorce.
Here it is at last. Fine. You're welcome to one. But I'm taking Espen.
You're not taking my son.
Well, I'm not leaving him with you. You broke his arm, for Christ's sake.
When will you stop holding that over my fucking head? It was an accident. An accident. And you've looked at me every day since like I'm some kind of monster.
I'm telling you now. If you want a divorce, Espen is coming with me.
You
Oh
bitch.
my God.
Please stop it. I quit. I give up. Just don't show me anymore.
I have a feeling we're far from over, madam. You know, this really is another part of the world I keep half expecting to see Yggdrasil. Of course, I could be just playing into the Absalov concept. But then again, if different realms are on...
She's lying! I never hit her or Espen. I swear, please. Silence. Sit down now. I find in favor of the plaintiff, Miss Dahl. She shall retain sole custody of her son, Espen Dahl. The defendant shall have no visitation rights, and a permanent restraining order comes into effect immediately. You, sir, are to have no contact with your ex-wife or Espen whatsoever, and must
Yikes.
keep a minimum distance of 200 feet from them, their home, Espen's school, and her place of work. Court is adjourned. No, please, God
Damn.
damn it, let go of me, don't! Please, don't take him away from me. Don't take him away from me!
Please. I'll stop. Eric can have him. I can't. I don't want to see what comes next. Please don't.
Don't. Game? Don't you dare tell me what I think is happening.
Miss Dahl, can we come in? You should sit down.
Oh no.
There's no easy way to say this, so I'll just say it. Your husband was found dead in his apartment this afternoon.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Right now, we're working on the assumption of suicide, but we're investigating. You're safe now.
That's what I was afraid of.
You and Espen are finally safe.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I wish I could take it back. It's the worst thing I've ever done. And I loved him. I did. I loved my son, too. I would have done anything to keep him close. I just had no idea his father would... I made one terrible mistake and I ruined everything. I'll never forgive myself. Are you happy now, you bitch?
Oh my god. So that is Madame's dark secret. What happened with Espen led to the divorce and the eventual suicide of her ex-husband. That is what's dragging her through the mud. No pun intended. Now I really want to get Espen back, if for no other reason than to make things right by him. I really want to. Whether old Eric stays alive, or maybe he takes me instead. I mean, I know children are what the lore is saying, but... the frig is that? Are we gonna have to confront Hell? Or... I don't hear her singing anymore. Did we survive the mire? Dawn's coming,
The sun is
though.
starting to come up. I'm not going to make it.
No, we are gonna make it, madam. We will find Espen. Achievement unlocked, hard depression. That hit me harder than a ton of bricks, y'all. I'll be honest with you. Then again, you guys know me at this point, and it talks about mental health, depression, suicide, addiction. I tend to get phased the hardest by it. Particularly depression. Particularly this time of year. Well done, antagonist. Right in the fears. What is that? What the? What is this place? Okay, so there's definitely looks like a stave church by Christian standards, or maybe a watchtower in Scandinavian standards. What are these blue crystals? This is not the first time we've seen these crystals, so I'm curious what their significance is. Is it remnants of Bifrost, maybe? I mean, I know old Eric talked about Bifrost in a couple of his entries. No. Just keep to the path. This has to be remnants of Bifrost. Another... You know, that could be a fragment of Uppsala, now that I think about it, which I believe is in Sweden. One of the greatest temples to the gods in Viking culture. What is that noise? Is that Fenrir waking up? I have to run across these bridges because I always think they're going to snap. I mean, I know that's not the case of the game. I mean, hard logic, but when you play enough horror games, you know things are going to happen. And we're coming to the penultimate section of the game, I think. I really hope this game plays a little bit longer because I would love to see what else transpires, but that's a skeleton attached to a fragment of Bifrost. Almost looks like that thing's impaled on it, if that really is Bifrost. Look at the sunrise coming up over the mountains. It's so creepy. It's so well done. We gotta find some more notes. We really do. I need to see if there's any other notes on where we are now. The lore is just the big driving point now, along with the story and whatnot. I want to see what other people have said about Old Eric. Is this part of Old Eric's world? Is this kind of like Lothric in Dark Souls 3, where worlds are colliding with one another? Is this where Fenrir's world collides with Eric's world that collides with Madam's world? Are all three all fit into parts of Yggdrasil, or are there separate worlds that Bifrost crosses over like Old Eric alluded to? Oop, hang on. Yes! The Sacrifice 2, Eric's Tale. The rumbling ceased, and there was finally peace. The war was ended. Eric fell to his knees and keened in anguish, but the people finally saw the truth. They would have to give their sons and daughters every 5 years if they were here to survive. So ended Eric's tale. So that is the final sacrifice. Eric became the Harbinger against his will. Now, I don't know if... Wow, the sun's getting higher. I don't know if Old Eric is a descendant of Vidar and it's a bloodline thing, or the mantle gets passed along for one reason or the next. But I don't know if Eric is immortal. I mean, once again, if we're going from the whole concept, the phrase Old Eric's can be transformative from the concept of the devil. Once again, I know it doesn't technically exist by Scandinavian standpoints. I mean, there is no devil. For all intents and purposes, it is Loki. But I'm just running on what my studies have told me. And I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. But this is what I'm running on. And I could do a lot more. But after I finish this and Absalov, I am going to be playing yet another Scandinavian horror game. Just because they've got the itch. Yeah. Been doing so much lore between Absalov, this, and Dark Souls, I just want to keep doing more. And this is just a nice little break, and just, once again, the level of detail Absalov, antagonist, has put into this game has been breathtaking. And I really, really hope this continues. Or maybe we'll get sequel baited. Which normally I loathe this getting sequel baited, particularly... Something's breathing. That's not a... There's another tree. I feel like this is definitely, like, where Bifrost is colliding with everything else. I really think that's the case at this point. I wonder what our threat's going to be here. I mean, we had the Draugr in the last area, then we had the wolves... What did Garm have to do with it? Was Garm just kind of a MacGuffin, as it were, to mention the fact that Veiled Lady was hell, as opposed to just keeping it ambiguous? I don't know. What is that over there? Are these shells of boats? Are they bones? I feel like the sound's coming from over here. Ooh, hang on, we got another marker. Let's see what this says. If it ignites. Uthheim. That's gotta be modeled after Uppsala, or... I'm gonna say it's Uppsala. Or it could be a remnant of one of the stave churches, which, once again, stave churches were adopted by Christianity after the Christianization of Scandinavia. So temples became stave churches. In fact, one of the oldest stave churches in, I want to say Norway, was actually burnt down by a black metal artist in retaliation for the pagan gods basically being done away with. At least that's what he said in his interview when he was charged.
Holy Christ.
What?
Oh my god. The wolf is real.
Where? What? Wait, what? Oh, what? Is that Fenrir? We gotta get closer. That... Is that... Holy crow. Yep. Okay, so... There's the nose. And there's the teeth. Oh. So Fenrir is not just a wild animal. Fenrir is a gigantic mountainside? Oh, yikes. And then part of me actually wonders, with all the dead corpses that are done by suicide, if we really are in Hell. Because according to Scandinavian lore, Hell is where old people and suicide victims went after they passed. As opposed to Valhalla, where the heroes went. So that's why I'm partly wondering if this is where... Between the Veiled Lady... this could be Helheim, I'm not sure. But then why bring Espen here, if this really is the case? And what are we now doing, a platformer hell? Apparently we are. Keep careful, madam. This is one of those reasons why I don't like these over-the-shoulder parts. Yeah. That's Fenrir's jaws. Oh my god. Well, this just got creepier. Okay, there we go. So this is the way out. Brilliant. Please don't let us be too late. Oh, crap. Madam? Now would be a time to run faster. Oh wow, look at that. Waterfall like the edge of the world, maybe? Everything is flowing freely. Look at the water, how it's actually flowing like that. That is definitely not natural. We're definitely in some sort of transitory land. Old statues. Antagonist, how much effort did you put in these details? They are fantastic. Yeah, we need to run. As much as I want to admire the graphics, I feel like we're on a time crunch. Did we miss another marker? Did I just hear? Another... Look at this really soon. Yeah, everything's flowing into this chasm, this cataract in the middle of the water. Okay, we really can't admire the view right now, can we? Okay. We're taking too long. We need to go. Much as it behooves me to...
Please, Fenrir, I can't.
Oh, no.
I cannot do it.
And I can't run.
Espen, stop! Please! Oh my god! Espen! Espen, look at me!
Mom, I missed you.
I missed you too, little man.
Oh, God.
Please come away from the edge.
Don't.
I have to do this, Mom. Do you understand?
No. Espen,
Okay, I'm not...
you don't.
This is all
There
automatic
are
now.
other children. It doesn't have to be you. Shut your mouth, you fucking coward.
Mom, he's just doing his job. He's been protecting us, all of us. Look at him. He doesn't want to do it.
Espen, I love you. And I'm proud of you.
Don't you
Very
dare.
brave. But I don't want you to do this. Please. Please. I need you.
Don't,
I love you,
Espen,
Mom.
don't.
And I'm proud of you
Espen!
too.
Espen, no!
Oh, God. Did we all die? No, hang on. Please tell me that's not the end. I swear if the god of the credits roll, I'm gonna be so upset. At least we know Eric's oh, no, 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 no.
Oh, God. Espen,
Wait, are we back?
Espen.
Are we... Wait, huh? Are we back in our world?
Espen, please don't leave me.
Oh.
No. Espen.
God.
Espen, come back. Come back.
Oh.
Come on, Espen.
God.
Come on. Please. Please. Please.
Oh my God. Madam.
No. Please. Come back.
Can we save him? We keep going?
Please.
I don't think we can. Do we have to? Apparently, we have to.
Sorry. I love you. I love you, little man. Goodbye. Be safe.
In town halls and libraries, in hairdressers and bars, are people who will never know what Espen did for them. What he did for all of us. The world moves on as it always has, arrogantly, without a care. But it comes with a price. I couldn't save my marriage, and I couldn't save Espen, but he saved us. He protected all of us for a time. He was a little boy. My beautiful son. And I had to kiss him goodbye. I feel like my heart will never mend. He was better than me in every way I can think of. I don't know where he wanders or where he's going all alone. But wherever he is, I'm so proud of him. I loved him so much, I ached. I love him still. Espen was my favorite thing. My best friend.
Don't you dare.
We lost each other. And I don't know if I can forgive myself. But now, I can forgive Espen. I'm not going to pretend I was a good mother. But I raised a good son. Now, all I have to do is make sure his sacrifice meant something.
Is that it? Really, game? Right at the outro, it freezes. Ugh. I wonder if that's the end. I think it is. Shoot. So that was Through the Woods. That was a hell of an intro. An outro. So Madam takes over the mantle for old Eric. Oh, I wish the game didn't freeze up at the very end. I really wanted to see what that outro was. Of course, right when I said that, I've been having so much fun. Wow, what a game to take into. That is heavy. We go from this frantic finding our missing child to discovering what exactly happened with old Eric. And further onward, and then coming to grips with just how things led us to where they are now. And how, at the end, Espen accepted his fate to Fenrir. Old Eric got his just desserts, but then we had to take over the reins as this harbinger that we were fighting against. Well done, antagonist. I really, really applaud you for that. This was such a well done game. I mean, aside from the bugs, but once again, I don't know if that was the game, my computer, I have no idea, but it was a lot of fun to play. And the story was great, the ambiance was great. Just overall, I'm very satisfied. I hope y'all are too. But of course, my opinion doesn't matter, only y'all's does. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I do read every comment, and I try to reply to every comment. Do you guys think you'll see more antagonist games? Would you like me to play more games that the antagonist released them? Please let me know. So I think after this, I'm just going to focus on Absolov and Dark Souls. And then when I finish Absolov, I'll go back to just 2 games, so Dark Souls and Absolov. And then when I finish Absolov, I'll do the next Nordic horror game that I have planned, and we'll figure it out from there. So, of course, I also want to give a big, big thank you to Christoph Frey for once again being the sponsor of the Boogie Night Project. If you like excellent, well-done horror games that are low poly with a focus on story, character development, just overall creepy atmosphere, check the link in the description below. I can guarantee you will not be let down by his work. So finally, with that being said, before I call it a night, if you like the Boogie Night Project and you want to find out more, I do have a Twitter page as well as a public Discord channel, and links to both of those are in the description below, as well as a link to my temporarily defunct Twitch page, coming until 2020, and if you're so morbidly inclined, my Patreon. Otherwise, I hope you all have a fantastic night, and I'll catch you on the flip side, alright? Peace.